1999, telecommunications firm Global Crossing had a market capitalization of $47 billion. As a point of reference, that's bigger than General Motors. Just 3 years later, the telecom market collapsed and Global Crossing filed for bankruptcy.
Now, last week, XO Communications offered $700 million in cash for Global Crossing. XO itself emerged from bankruptcy in January. Global Crossing is in the process of reorganizing.
Joining us now with more on Global Crossing, the company CEO, John Legere. John, thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
$47 billion to a $700 million offer is an indication of what has happened in this industry, right, with being overbuilt, with investor expectations getting ahead of what was really sustainable. What does it mean to business moving forward? Is that demand picking back up? What can investors expect as they look ahead in this business?
Yeah, I mean, you got it right. The telecom industry had an incredible decline that we were a big part of participating in. But importantly, in the period of restructuring, if your business model and your strategy didn't make sense when you entered a period of restructuring, it's not going to when you exit. Mm-hmm. The good news for us is in that period, we completed our project, but not just capacity. We've connected 200 cities in the world with an advanced services IP infrastructure, which is great for business customers. Traffic was up 200% last year, 240% in the first quarter. And now with a great cost structure, the network intact, we're about to emerge from Chapter 11. And one of the reasons I came back is I was here about a year ago and we had this conversation, and no one thought we could make it through. Yeah. What we've done is incredible, and we're a couple of months away from emerging, everything intact, and we're about to change the industry and serve customers incredibly well.
Let's talk about the fact that I know you can't get too specific about it, but there's a discussion out there that we've talked about $700 million. Your assets have got to be well in excess of that. That means that you are, whether you can talk about it or not, in play.
Oh, well, there's a food fight going on, except there's one small problem. We have a binding purchase agreement with Singapore Technologies Telemedia, and a part of that agreement is a very solid no-shop clause. So the company's not looking for new buyers.
Right.
We're just pushing forward with regulatory approval, expecting to emerge. Now, if a superior offer did come forward, the company would have a fiduciary obligation to consider it. All I can tell you is at this particular point in time, there is not a superior offer on the table.
Okay.
We're moving ahead with Singapore Technologies. We'll keep an eye on it, but that's where we are. The bigger story is that the company is about to come out.
So where will the business be as it comes out? Is it a profitable business?
Yeah.
Are you still looking for more funding to prop you up until there is such time as there's more demand?
I'll try not to give you too many figures, but when I was here before, this company used to be about a $3.1 billion services business. Not cash, this is recurring services revenue. In the period of a year and a half of restructuring, revenue is just under $3 billion, so we protected customers. However, costs have gone from a high of about $175 million a month in OPEX to $60 million. The CapEx, which was planned to be $4.2 billion in 2001, went down to $3.2 billion. Now it's under $200 million. EBITDA, which got as high as about a -$1 billion, was positive in March. Okay, cash, when we filed Chapter 11, about $900 million. We had about $600 million last month. So going out of 2004 into 2004 in the end, we'll be generating positive cash and net income on $200 million worth of debt, as opposed to the $12 billion we burdened with before. This is a good company.
What is the shareholder who decides to go into Global Crossing out of Chapter 11 once it comes out? What can they expect in terms of growth for the company?
Well, a little early for us to give growth projections. There are a few things to clean up, but important to note, about 50% of our business will be, starting now, and is enterprise recurring services, data services, higher margin revenue, and fast growth. As I said, a big portion of our business is in that space. The other half is providing underlying capacity and recurring services to carriers. So we participate at the wholesale level and the retail level, and a lot of people we compete with at the retail level are using our infrastructure as well. There's not many players are left in that. The whole world's connected. CapEx will be very, very low, only success-based.
From the investor perspective, if they like this story, you'll be issuing new equity when you emerge from bankruptcy?
Well, if you remember, part of this story was a lot of things we have to clean up. So we're still finishing our audit from prior periods because, we've had a lot of cleanup to do. And we've got to finish our work with the SEC. But with all that being done, emerging later this year, yeah, we will look to take this company public again post-emergence. And I think it's going to be something to keep your eyes on.
John, good to see you again.
Great to see you as well.
John Legere is the CEO of Global Crossing.
Coming up on the Money Gang, we'll find out why